Karai. They will play a regular in the finals here. Jake. Sean Rosenthal will get us started. Karai earns the first point.
Unbelievable way to get to the finals.
And at 46 years old, Karai talked about how important it is to limit the time in which he's on the court. They've done it effectively today. Rosenthal leading the tour in kills, gets his first kill of the match.
Road for them.
Jake Gibb with the serve. Karai top on the tour in digs this year. And Karai and Wong lead 2-1. Kevin Wong, 34 years old. Born and raised in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. Well off the net, and Rosenthal, it did not touch the hand of Kevin Wong, so the point goes in the quartet of best blockers, best big guys. Dahlhauser, Gibb, Lambert, and he said Kevin Wong, he would put in that quartet. Over the top, and the point for Sean Rosen. Finished in 7th. Kevin Wong, his last win was Hermosa Beach 2004. And that ball traveled out of bounds.
Well, already 2 mistakes from Sean Rosenthal.
The beach with his 14th different partner.
Go!
None of the top 4 men's seeds played in the 4th round of the winner's bracket. So we had not seen that in quite some time. Big hit by Sean Rosenthal. Jake Gibb to serve. 5-3 Karai Wong. Here's Karch.
Go, Sean! Hold on!
Onto open court. Great recognition by Jake Gibb.
Really to win a final this year.
But give credit where credit's due. Gibb and Rosie in their 6th final in 7 tournaments this year. And I talked to Jake Gibb a little bit about that cinch, and he said, absolutely, we're
does not
proud.
quite have the same power he used to have, although he can still hit that ball. But look at the finesse. He drops that ball short angle, and Rosenthal.
Handled by Kevin Wong. Rosenthal with the hammer.
Rosie with a big save, 5-6.
Wow, that's a.
Oh, he's got a little bit left. That's a hammer by Karai.
The hard surfaces. In fact, he hasn't been playing in some of the events with hard surfaces, but you can really get up on the sand. And Karch gets up nicely, and he has a great line hit, one of the best line hits out here. It's hard to tell his body down the line.
Short serve to Jake Gibb. And through the block of Kevin Wong. Karch actually talked. He felt like they might have a good tournament.
Yeah, some of these events, when Karch plays a bunch of matches, he really looks beat up by the end of the event.
Well, he's almost as old as you, brother. The joust. And the point continues. And he found the line. Kevin Wong, Karch Karai, 8-6.
Here it is, a close set. It almost looked like somebody netted there. I thought it was Kevin, but nobody else saw it but me. And then they keep the ball in play. There it is, up high, over the net. Both players contact the ball at the same time. That's why they do not call a held ball. They keep the ball in play and play it out.
Within the Sunshine State for the first time ever in Tampa. Rosenthal with a big swing.
Rosie.
Big. Incredibly difficult. You know,
Right now, 8 pounds lighter than he was 1 season ago working with Mike Rangel. Rangel said he thinks it's made him quicker and more. Mike Rangel challenged him to take 8 pounds off what was already a pretty lean frame. And a hammer by Rose. Rosenthal, speaking of lean and mean.
But you know what else? Karch, just so he knows he has a certain amount of jumps left, he wants to be able to save them for the game.
And that one just a bit out. Karch said, yeah, I'm not training harder, I'm training much. Good game one. 10-9, Wong Karai.
Help me over.
Way off the net, Kevin. That was tough. And look, Karch right away says that was my bad. And that's one thing he said.
They know what to do, when to do it. They know that they need to help their partners, not hurt their partners. And it's worked out pretty well for them.
Kevin Wong makes it
long, but there was a net by Gibb.
Good.
They serve Rosenthal. Wong got his hands on it. It falls and hits the fifth with Wachvogel. And then last week, a third with Dax Holdren. So Kevin Wong has been extremely consistent this year. That serve is deep.
Again, with the wind blowing the ball, if we get another look at it, you'll see that ball was just 2 inches out. He said, no, that was 1.5 inches.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah.
Serving Rosie again. And Rosie
bombs it just wide.
Just missed.
13 on the ball.
He only had one place to hit, really.
Good.
4 hitting errors for Rosie so far here in the match.
Oh,
Jake Gibb finds
Jake Gibb.
the outside of the... Jake Gibb.
I don't know. Okay. Over. Go.
What a tip by Karai.
Fine.
But Jake Gibb was there at the net to tie this game at 13.
Well, let's see if we can see the dig. Here's the big hit cross court. Karch is moving into the angle. Boom! I mean, incredible dig. And then here it is, the set too close. Karch barely gets off his feet, and then Gibb is all over that thing.
You got it.
They serve the big Kevin Wong.
Over. Go, Sean.
And Kevin uses his side to go right in the tournament on 4 different courts. Then we've got the semifinals on live, AVPTV.com. Outstanding place to follow the AVP Rock Store.
Off the blocks. Take the side swing.
Great game one.
Your father and mother put together. He's talking to you on every single play. What is he saying to you?
He instructs me usually if I make a mistake.
Go,
If I don't press or block or what I could do next play, then when
Ryan Wong leading, Karch Karai serving. Now they're going at Rosie. You expect them to stay on that the whole match?
absolutely. Rosie makes mistakes. Some will come side down at a really high percentage, so they might as well give me a shot and see if I make a mistake or hitting a block or whatever.
Now I made up the nickname.
I'll tell you what, if he said he hated the name, that name would be stuck with him for life.
Absolutely. We talked about that last night. You know, it's interesting. Next week, if he is in the finals again, we might hear King trying to beat down Sean Rosenthal. 6-0, Dahlhauser and Rogers in AVP finals against Gibb and Rosenthal. And a big
Times it really well. He gets up okay, but I'm telling you, if you ask anybody, can Kevin jump? They go, no, he can't jump, but he'll hit over.
2 indoor gold medals, 1 on the beach in 1996 in Atlanta. For the man in the pink hat with a great dig. And the finish by Jake Gibb.
Smooth one.
Regardless of what happens here, though, Sinjin, this will be the first time in the last 15
Where
of...
they had a hard times controlling the ball. Anybody can win. I mean, it's the wind is the big equalizer.
And the last time Karch Karai was victorious. Kevin Wong. Over the top, Gibb was there, ball still alive. And he'll try the same shot. This time it works perfectly. 6-7-30. Oh, big serve. Just deep. At 18-18.
You're going for it.
And just deep, Karch.
28.
I can't believe that he hit that ball out of bounds.
He has a major in volleyball and a minor in physics. Game point.
Okay.
Game 1 to Gibb Rosenthal, 21-18. Point a great finish, and everybody kind of booed.
Good.
And Lambert went, I love Karch too, but give us a little love here, people.
Yeah, kids weren't around watching him play when he was in his heyday, but all the parents here now. There's a big block reaching into the angle, and the ball rebounds off of the block. Okay, you said it.
Good. Continuing to work Rosenthal. Rosenthal, 10 kills, 5 digs.
In 81. Part of 80.
Of course I wouldn't have known it. Couldn't read that.
Yeah. That's right, you were in high school.
Good. Oh, another big swing by Rosenthal. Somewhat air-free.
One thing that gets Rosie in trouble, look at his broad jump. He jumps forward 5 or 6, the range he gets. When he jumps more up and down, he has much more range. And there's a great jump. And he turns it inside out to Karch's left, right on the line. A spectacular serve. Karch is probably...
Rosie, one of the leaders on the tour in aces. They serve towards Karch again.
Go, Sean.
Rosie's starting to find his groove. Sean Rosenthal is
jumps straight up, takes a look, and shoots a nice, easy cross-court shot for the winner.
They have not won on the AVP Crocs Tour since the first event 1 season ago.
If a guy 46 can actually jump still, and that's usually the first thing that goes. Look at Karch planting hard and exploding to get up.
And he does the plyometrics, and the 8 pounds that he took off makes a big difference. Wong reaches out and keeps the point alive. Here's Karch. And up the clock to the point.
And that's that ball control, chiseling that ball. Hey, you're talking about Karch's regimen. Let me tell you about 1980, okay? I'm going to take you way, way back when Karch and I were playing. We were both on the national team as well. Watch the dig. Diving. Look at that. Airborne. Nice landing, and then he just chisels the ball off the right arm of Gibb for the point. Go out to the beach. We weren't supposed to. We put on weight belts. We'd play against anybody who would play against us on the beach, and then we'd go lift that evening.
You play on the beach with the weight belt.
Rosenthal, he gets up just a tad bit higher than Karch. Actually, he gets up a tad bit higher than anybody, and just crushes that ball down
to the median jump on the AVP Crocs Tour. Perfectly placed, starts to run.
Rosenthal's waiting for the big hit, and Rosenthal can dig the big hit, but when it comes to a little shot dink inside, short.
Coaches his son's high school team. Christian is 16, Corey is 15. He loves it. And the point for Wong.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Although you don't wear a suit, you just wear your trunks. Net violation.
Oh, and Karch made a great dig on that.
Go! Service error by Rosenthal. 7-6.
Otherwise, you never get to that ball.
Tied at 7. Steffes and Dodd in the top 5. Wong chisels for the point.
Down the line.
That was his responsibility to block that ball.
Jake Gibb. That had a little heat on it. And win.
Yeah, well, Karch and I would have played together for many, many years, but he left to play indoors, and he couldn't commit. Randy was there, ready to commit, and we had similar success. Karch went away, got a few gold medals indoors, and then he came back, and it was tough because he was the odd man out. He was searching around, finding partners. He played with some guys who were very, very good, but didn't have the kind of success that he really...
Mike Whitmarsh for final in the goal. Off the net court. Here's Gibb. And Karch couldn't get it with the left.
That is a risky...
2004 Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning. Big serve. Karai. And he was roofed. Jake Gibb in a perfect position on that
right. It's just... He had to broad jump a little bit, so he loses some height and loses some range, but Gibb is all over the angle that time and blocks it.
1 more year, 5 more years, 10 more years.
If Karch plays another year, I'm coming back. That's it.
You know what? I almost want to see Karch come back another year to see that.
Shot just wide.
Familiar places and lots of money available. 18 tournaments in all this season. Big swing by Karai in the point. Tied at 11. Short serve. Oh, that's tight at the net. Take him anywhere you can, Karch. AVP Crocs Tour Finals. They won last year. An FIVB event in Acapulco. That was their last win.
John, that was a nice reach by Jake.
Rosenthal. Tied at 12.
Oh, he touched it.
Wow.
I'm not sure
Unbelievable
what
rally.
the
I'm not
referee
sure
is
what to
calling.
applaud. I liked it all.
Did it hit the antenna? It may have hit the antenna.
It did not hit the antenna.
No, all right.
It hit. Well, from this angle, it didn't look like it hit the antenna. It clearly does hit the block. No, it did not hit the antenna.
Wow.
Can you see? Are your eyes better than
No,
mine?
not-
They didn't think it hit either. Rosenthal and Gibb, and that's why they argued with the referee, and he quickly gave him the yellow card.
And rolling down the tape. Kevin was the right mix of player that I wanted to become, that I wanted to emulate with my skills as a big man on the beach. Wong goes over the top of Gibb. He said he used to watch, and Wong was the dominant big man. Here's Gibb.
Nobody over him.
On two. And Rosenthal was right there.
Oh, great play.
The first one went off the block, but here's how the rally finished. Oh my goodness! Did you see Rosenthal? He was up, overreaching, almost.
Wong in search of his 9th. Karai in search of his 149th.
Hands over, parallel to the ground. Oh, and now, does he not look like a high jumper coming over the bar and getting back? Wow.
If he were a high jumper, he'd probably be one of the best at it.
Come on.
Here's Gibb again with a swing.
Come on.
Karch keeps it alive one more time.
Both balls hit the block, so it had to go over.
And through the block on the third occasion.
Jake Gibb.
Jake is gone.
He kept smiling through it all, and it's not easy. Even though they're getting there, St. John, this has not been easy. And they haven't won yet. This has not been easy on Gibb Rosenthal. The battle continues. And the win blew right into the hand of Jake Gibb, representative for the United States of America in the Olympics. And he said, yeah, knock on wood. And those points are earned internationally.
Karch is outside hand, out of bounds. Here it is.
16.
He's facing cross court, and he just turns his hand so it goes off the block.
Kevin Wong to serve. He serves short to Jake Gibb. On to Rosenthal.
Sean Rosenthal.
The quick pass up in the air, and Rosenthal just is all.
Let you in. Right.
Karch with the touch. Gibb somehow keeps it alive after Rosenthal was able to make the dig. Can he do it again? Not that time.
A little something for the effort, ladies and gentlemen.
Wong and Karai.
But here's the start.
Right.
Off the line. Incredible dive now. Great run. It had to go over. Kevin, at the last minute, makes a move, and here it is. Another move. And he cannot get to
For a
that.
couple of minutes.
Here we go.
17-17. 15 ties. 5 lead changes here in game 2.
And Jake Gibb sticks it off
Karch
the
wants that
arm
one
to
back.
18-17.
It wasn't a very hard spike down the line, and Karch was right in the right spot, but he just didn't control.
Good.
There's serve Kevin Wong. Here's Rosie.
And
19-17.
puts it away. 19-17.
You know, it's funny, Kevin has had.
Did it go off off his hand.
Ladies and
No,
gentlemen,
it did not.
on your
Game, match, championship point.